It also adds a whole bunch of cool end game items. That's what I said last time. Hi guys, my name is James Ryan, and I'm continuing to explain what is going on, what is going to happen. So yeah, EE is pretty cool. Equivalent exchange, pretty cool. Ender storage mod adds ender chests. Now I know what you're thinking, James. There are already ender chests in Minecraft. Well, two things. First of all, no ender chests in this version that I'm playing. Second of all, this mod came first, and it is got a lot more functionality than the vanilla, because basically each chest has a 3 color code combination on it, and you can paint it with any of the 16 dyes in Minecraft. There might be more, might be less, but I think there's 16. And each of these chests, only the chest with the exact same color combinations, will be linked to each other. So if you do the math, that's about 16 cubed. That's 16 times 16 times 16, that many combinations. That's a lot of combinations. Just saying. Just type that into your calculator and you'll see how much. So yeah, that's what it is. It also works over dimensions, but of course, because only one dimension is loaded at a time, especially in single player, or if no one's been there in multiplayer or something, however your server works. But in single player, you have to be in a dimension for their chunks to be loaded, and you have to be around the chunks. It's whatever you've got in the Nether connected up to your overworld machinery isn't going to be running while you're in the overworld, and when you're in the Nether, the stuff from your overworld isn't going to run. So it's you're going to have to go back and forward between the worlds if you want them to keep interacting properly. Extra bees, talk about that later. Let's go to forestry so I can do extra bees. Forestry is okay. Got wood. Need wood. Get forestry. Cool. Forestry is a cool mod, allows you to make a whole bunch of cool, awesome farms, automatic farms using BuildCraft pipes. And also it contains a bee breeding system where you can find bees in beehives throughout the world and breed them together and mutate them. And it's got Mendelian genetics and as well as random mutations and all types of cool stuff. And you can eventually get stuff like bees that make cool stuff for you. Extra bees is a really cool add-on for forestry. Basically, as the name suggests, adds a whole bunch of extra bees. Basically, with extra bees, you can end up creating all your resources off bees. So maybe if I get good enough with the bees, I can replace my equivalent exchange metal system with a bee system, because the bees added by extra bees are just ridiculous. You have like ancient and fossil bees that like condense the process of fossilization from millions and billions of years to a few short minutes. They create coal for you, basically. I mean, that is actually really ridiculous if you think about it. They create coal. Coal is a fossil fuel. And they've also got like even more other ridiculous things like bees that produce copper dust and stuff and all sorts of weird stuff, but it's so cool and it's so useful. And yeah, Red Power World is part of Red Power. It adds all of the world generation that you need for Red. Well, all the basic world generation you need if you want to use Red Power mods. Yep. I've already explained that. IC2 Nuclear Control is a nice mod that allows you to let me read it. Nuclear Control, an Industrial Craft 2 add-on that allows you to build efficient monitoring and notification system for your nuclear reactor. Also, you can use Howler Alarm and Industrial Alarm in any case when you want industrial-style notification/alarming system. So yeah, that was pretty much self-explanatory, eh? Inventory tweaks, basically, it's just a cool thing. You can press R and it'll shuffle your items around, and there's custom things so you can sort your items how you want. You can code it if you want, or make it simple. You know, put a sword here and here and put my picks here and stuff if you want, or you can just leave it as it is. Pig Bear Laser, no freaking idea. It also sorts your chests automatically according to the buttons you press. Logistics Pipes is a pretty cool mod, and I'm going to be using it heavily in my system. It's basically an add-on for BuildCraft Pipes, where the pipes form like a modular modular intelligence system, and they can communicate with each other, and it forms a cool network, and it's just so awesome. It's like each thing is just a bit intelligent on its own. Some are more intelligent than others, because some of them just are router pipes basically, and they just route things where they need to go. Others, actually do specific things and interact with other objects. I'll show you what I mean. It's pretty cool. You can have like crafting pipes and provider pipes, and then extractor pipes and all that cool stuff. Millionaire is a cool mod, not really technologically orientated. Basically spawns a whole bunch of cool NPC villages in your world, and you can do quests for them and help them grow and stuff. And they have like relations with each other, either positive or negative, and there's also some thieves and stuff around. Compact Solars is a cool mod for Industrial Craft 2, which allows you, well, basically in Industrial Craft, the solar panels only produce 1 EU per tick. And while this may not seem like much, and it seems like a waste of time, by the time you've got a lot of resources going, it's fairly easy to make solar panels, and it all adds up. When you've got heaps of solar panels, you'll be getting heaps of EU per tick. Problem is, they're too freaking big. When you're making solar farms, they're just too big. So what we've got is compact solar arrays. So you can turn 8 individual solar panels, each taking up a block and producing 1 EU per tick. Combine that with a low voltage transformer, and you can make one entire block called a low voltage solar array, which produces the 8 EU per tick, each coming from the individual solar panels, but in one block. It will take up a transformer, but you gotta do something. You have to give something up, eh? For the good space, eh? Although, if you think about it, it really doesn't make sense. You're putting more stuff in so that you get less stuff, so that you have less, so that it's less big. Just saying. But it's fine. It's just and then you can combine 8 of the low voltage to make a medium voltage, which produces 64, and then 8 of those 64s to produce a high voltage. Just ridiculous. The Iron Chests mod, basically, let me read it. Now chests with larger sizes. Hang on. Now new chests with larger sizes with in-place upgrade items. Feature chest is the crystal chest, which is transparent. Okay, so basically this allows you to upgrade your chests into bigger chests, by turning them into iron chests, gold chests, diamond chests, and if you've got other mods installed, copper chests and all the like, silver chests, and basically it's quite expensive, but when you've got a lot of items and you have a lot of money to spend, it's very worth it for the storage space. An iron chest, for example of how expensive it can be earlier on, an iron chest is a single block, and it will give you the space of a double chest, or 2 chests next to each other, or even apart. The space of 2 wooden chests, but it costs 8 iron. So, not really an investment you want to make immediately, but if you're running at low on space, it's probably a very good idea, because the diamond chests are just really, they're really, really compact. Red Power Core is part of Red Power Nether Ores. Nether Ores is quite simple. It puts ores in the nether. However, occasionally they will explode, and that will not only explode in your face, making your day unpleasant, but it will also attract the attention of all the pigmen, because the ores belong to them, and they don't like you trying to steal their ores. The explosion, notifies them. They basically act as if you had hit one of them. Railcraft is a cool mod, adding all sorts of cool rail things. To rail minecart related things to Minecraft. High speed rails. Let me talk about the rails. High speed boost rails, launch rails, which launch the tracks into the air. High speed boosters, a transition elevator rails, which make the car go up and down vertically. Suspended rails, which can be supported, which can go without any support. Well, at least for 3 blocks. Then you need a little bit of a support, maybe just a block floating in the air, but it's fine. So that's pretty cool. All sorts of switch tracks. So now your switching can actually work properly and the way you want it, because you don't have to do any weird minecart track tricks and Minecraft track tricks and stuff. All sorts of cool things. As for the